everybody, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you just so happen to be joining me for the very first time, thank you so much for being here with me. My name is Donella, and of course this is my world of beauty here on. If you happen to have clicked on this video because you are truly interested in seeing exactly what the end results are according to the title of this video, please stay tuned. Or if you just generally want to be entertained, you just want to see exactly what my makeup style is about, or you just want to learn something new, then please also stay tuned. This week's video is actually a question that has been asked numerous times, and the answer still remains the same. There are different times in the year when you actually do have to change out your foundation. You don't actually have to change out your foundation. You probably just need to find some sort of technique where you can actually make it work. I think that I don't do that often because in most cases I just feel like it's easier for me to switch out and just get myself a foundation that actually matches. So without any more rambling, let's just jump straight into this week's video. So now that I just went ahead and filled in my eyebrows, the next thing I'm going to be doing is going in with a primer, and the primer I'm going to be using for this week's tutorial is of course the Milk Hydro Grip. Did I say drip? Hydro Grip primer, and I'm just going to add a couple of pumps of this. Oh, there we go. I'm just going to make sure that I evenly apply this all over my face. We've done that. I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation in the shade 430, and I'm also going to be using my Pat McGrath Labs setting powder in the shade Medium Deep 1. Now I'm going to go in with the Pat McGrath Labs setting powder first to mince my skin tone. As a matter of fact, I think this actually looks like the shade that I am right now, so let me just go in with that. And whenever you're doing this, you actually need a flat brush, a flat foundation brush, a flat complexion brush, whichever one you want to use. So I'm just going to take this really deep rich powder right here. This is a really deep rich brown, which is why I'm going to be using this underneath my foundation to get it to work. And I tried this a couple of times before I came on camera because I didn't want to look like a complete idiot or look like I didn't know what I was doing on camera. But yeah, it's a really rich brown, and it looks so sexy underneath whenever I apply the foundation over it. So let me just go in by basically pressing the powder all over my face. Now when you start doing this, right, especially if you have a Milk Hydro Grip primer, it's gonna look a little bit scary at first. It's gonna look a little bit ashy because you're basically putting a very sticky primer. Sorry, you're basically putting a setting powder over a very sticky powder, so you're gonna see a little bit of ash, but don't worry about it. Keep pressing the powder into your skin, making sure you cover all the areas just like that. Go ahead. I try not to focus too much like underneath my eyes. Like as you can see over on this side, I stopped right there. I didn't go all the way up underneath my eyes because I know I have to put concealer and another setting powder underneath there, and I really want to give my skin just a little bit of room to allow the products to actually sit properly on top of each other and not become too cakey. It's exactly what I'm talking about. This rich brown Pat McGrath Labs powder actually matches my current skin complexion, so it's going to work with the Fenty foundation. Okay, so now after I've completed that step, I'm going to go in next with the Fenty 430 foundation, and I'm going to give myself about one pump over here first to start off with, and then start blending it in. Now when you start doing this, you're not going to notice it blending in right away, but don't get scared. By the way, I'm using the same brush that I used to apply the Pat McGrath Labs setting powder. Don't get scared, just keep pressing it into your skin and you're going to eventually see that it starts blending in. Don't get scared because you see a little bit of yellow coming through there. The foundation undertone is actually a yellow undertone, sorry, a warm undertone or golden undertone foundation, because I do have a golden undertone, but you just have to keep pressing it in and allow it to actually blend in with the powder that you use on it. So I've completed the right side of my face, then I'm just going to go in and blend the foundation in on the left side of see how bright and golden yellow it looks when I first apply, but then after you just continue to press it into your skin, you realize that it eventually, you know, matches your skin. So just keep pressing it into your skin, and just allow both products to do what they need to do to blend in with each other. Now I'm not going around in circular motions. I'm literally pressing the foundation into the powder because I want both of them to meet and both of them to blend to give me the color that I need. So don't start wiping like this or doing like this, because you're just gonna see what you're gonna do. You're just gonna create a mark on your face, and you're just going to have the product moving and slipping and sliding all over your face. So just go in with light pressing or tapping motions, whichever one you want to call it, and allow both products to meet and blend and do what they need to do. All right, so this is basically the first thing that you need to do. And of course, you know, when everything is blended in, it's gonna look a little bit ashy, but you just have to give it just a little bit, just give it like a minute or two to just do what it needs to do. And while you're allowing it to do what it needs to do, what I like to do is to kind of like lift the whole matte effect, because there is powder underneath, to kind of just lift the overall cakiness that you might see. I didn't want to use the word cakey, but once you use powder underneath of a foundation, it's gonna basically turn everything into a whole different finish. It's gonna look really powdery. So what I normally do is that I go in with my Caudalie Beauty Elixir, and that's basically just going to reactivate both of them, both formulas, and to just to lift away that powdery look that you would see on your face after everything is dried down completely. That's just me. I like to kind of just reactivate everything and just give it a bit of setting spray to do what it needs to. Now after I've done this, I allow the setting spray just to dry down just a tad bit more before I cover my underneath eyes, you know, my concealer, my highlight, etc. Just allow it to dry down just a little bit more, you know, just give it a little, you know, this little hand motion, give it a little bit of time to dry down. So I just went in ahead and applied both of these concealers that you guys have seen me use numerous times on my channel. Both of these are from Too Faced. It's the Balm This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealers. Two different shades. One is Chestnut, the other one is Spice Rum. I use Spice Rum basically to conceal my under eye darkness, and then Chestnut to apply. And then I apply Chestnut to use as my highlight. So I'm gonna basically, I'm just going to blend out the edges with my makeup brush first before I go in and blend them all together with my sponge. Just gonna blend them all so they can sit and do what they need to do to cover up my under eye darkness. Just a little bit, just like that. Just blend them out just like that, and then allow them to sit, and then blend them out using the using whichever beauty sponge that is close by, that is not dirty and that just needs just a little bit of wetting for me to use. None of them are actually clean. You know what, let me just go wet one of them real quick and I'll be back. So after I blended that out, I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty honey powder, and this is just going to basically bring back some sort of color in my face, because right now I'm looking very just flat on camera. I could tell I'm looking really flat on camera. I'm just going to bring back a little bit of color with this honey powder right here. The sponge is nice and wet, well, damp I should say. It's not too wet, so you're just going to blend all the way in. I haven't baked in like a really long time because I just feel like it's just not necessary for me. I feel like you could just press the powder into my skin with a damp sponge and it does the same thing. I don't need to be sitting around waiting for my face to do what it needs to do. I just need to use a damp sponge and just press it and let it do what it needs to do. Now after you've done that, well, after I've done that I should say, what I want to do next is focus on a bit of bronzing. And now bronzing is actually going to also help to lift your face, which is why I actually really love bronzing. Like I say this so many times in all of my videos, if I had to choose between bronzing and contouring, I would always go for bronzing. So I'm just going to go in with this bronzer I should say, from the Prime Beauty. and it is in the shade Bronzeville. If you happen to be following along and taking the steps that I'm taking during this tutorial, so I'm just going to go, oh, that was a lot. This is why I don't like to spray when I'm talking, because I go in with way too much. But the second set of spray is basically to do the same thing that it did in the first place, which is to set the makeup in place and also to basically get rid of that whole cakey look that I had going on. Alright guys, so I am back and this is the completed look. I want to say, if you're trying this for the first time, you know, basically use it if you're a dark girl like me and you're using a darker shade foundation, a darker shade setting powder underneath the foundation that's just a tad bit lighter for you right now. Please bear in mind that the blending technique is going to take a bit. You guys know that, you know, this is a video, so of course it's edited, but in real life it does take a bit for you to blend the foundation into the powder and allow everything to kind of, only the powder and the foundation to mix well, but also allow your natural oils to blend with the two products. So once the powder and the foundation and your natural oils, once you allow everything to just sit on your face for a bit, you give yourself enough blending time to see the end results looking much better. Please also keep in mind that the setting spray plays a very important role in this technique. It not only sets your makeup in place, it also actually helps to blend everything together as well. So that's basically a key ingredient. So if you are going to try this technique, please be sure that you have a setting spray that is for your skin type. I love using the Caudalie Beauty Elixir because it's one of those setting spray that actually works well with my skin type. I do have oily skin. For those of you who might be joining me for the first time and you're unaware of my skin type, I do have oily skin, so I love using the Caudalie Beauty Elixir. It works really well for persons who suffer from oily. By the way, if you did learn something during this tutorial, please be sure to drop me a comment down in the comment section. And if you happen to have tried it and you may have failed on your first attempt, your second attempt, your third attempt, and you got it maybe your fourth, fifth, sixth attempt, or if you just give up completely, whatever your results are at the end of trying this, then please let me know down in the comment section as well. Please be sure to go ahead and click the subscribe button on your way out, and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you happen to have enjoyed. So that's it. I'll talk to you guys real soon on my next upload. Bye bye.